And greetings and welcome to another episode of Soul Talk, where we talk about citizens and members of the community. I'm your host, fastcart FC. Today is July 11th, at least in North, South, and Central America. Wait, did we miss the July 4th? No, wait, we were here for July 4th. We were here. No, okay, never mind.
That was last week.
Welcome to another episode of Soul Talk, and I'm joined here by my co-host, JadeStarwatcher. How are you doing, Jade?
I am doing just fine.
And how was your week?
Very busy, and it went by very fast.
And why did it go by fast?
Oh, just because I've been like head down, nose to the grindstone working. So yeah.
Okay. Did you do anything fun?
No, but I'm planning to go glamping either next week or the week after. So that'll be fun.
Going where?
Glamping.
What is that?
It's like camping, but like a bit more glamorous. That's why it's called glamping.
You're not messing with me, are you?
No, look it up.
I'll look it up later.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a new term for me. Thank you. Learn something new. Today I learned what glamping is. So for me, I'm still watching it. I act like that's all I'm going to say about that. I finished The Continental. That's the prequel to John Wick, and I enjoyed the Continental. If you like John Wick, you will enjoy The Continental. The only thing is, it's on Paramount Plus, so you might have trouble finding it. But if you can get it, go ahead and watch it. I'm caught up in some of my anime. I've been falling behind on my reading, but I'm watching the Archdemon Dilemma. It's a comedy. It's silly, but it's keeping my attention at least. How about you? You keep doing any anime watching or reading or TV watching or movies?
No, I mean you know me by now. I have to go out of my way to pretty much watch anything. Because I get too distracted by either like what I'm working on, I obsess over it, or then I go the other route and I just jump into Star Citizen. So like Star Citizen will eat up that time that I would normally spend on movies or TV.
Well, considering you weren't here last week, was anything new with the People Radio? Any new shows or upcoming shows we should know about?
No, not really. I mean, this is the dog days of summer. So this is kind of like when what I will do is I'm working on a big content update, adding a bunch of new music. But
Okay.
usually this time, of year, people are on vacation. It's there are DJs that are on vacation, things like that. So People's Radio is always a thing that it's not a job. It's not a second job. It's for people when they have time. So I just let people do them, and when they have something to put on the air, we put it on. So that's kind of it. But yeah, I use this time usually just to like update background system software as well as content. So I'll be adding a bunch more music content, and we'll see what else I'll add. I'm working on a little bit more.
Yeah,
Well, I don't want to say too much.
I could use some more what do you call them, in between music things,
The commercials.
the commercials. I could use to watch the commercials later on, but
Sweepers.
yeah,
Yeah. Jingles, sweepers. Yeah,
jingle tweepers, yeah, that's it.
yeah. I'm working on it.
All right, so let me know. Pass them on when you're done with them.
Definitely will.
And I don't know, are you looking at the stream at the moment?
I'm looking at the one in Discord.
Oh, okay. No, okay. So if you're not looking at the stream, you can see that I have a poll that I took from last Sunday's show, talking about cool and uncool. So I did an impromptu poll at the end of the show saying fast card joke, cool or uncool, and you can see by overwhelming majority, fast card jokes are cool.
Well, we all know
and that's scientific. That's very scientific.
We all know about poll numbers these days. Just ask the president. Oh, not gonna say anything.
Okay. But yeah, so fast card jokes are cool. Just letting you know whenever y'all ban me, you're banning something cool. And with that, I'm going to get on with the show. I'm going to do my thing, and then we can get the show started. Okay, so everyone should know what week this is, but you need a reminder, my monologue or tagline or quote is going to remind you of what it is. So here we go. We're going to need a bigger chopper. That's the line. We're going to need a bigger chopper. If you know the original line, you should know where that line came from. So yes, we're going to need a bigger chopper. All right, gonna drag people down. See people, you can guess what that was. We're going to need a bigger chopper. We're joined today by Emma Kusanagi, Face and Poppin' Face. Jaws 5, no, not Jaws 5. The Meg, you're close, but not the Meg. Anyone want to guess where that line is from?
Sharknado.
It's Arnold, isn't it?
No, that's not Predator. The original line, but Jade got it. The original line was from Jaws, the original Jaws, and this line, we're gonna need a bigger chopper, is from Sharknado, and that came out in 2013. I'm surprised it's been over a decade. I missed the 10-year anniversary, but this week is Shark Week, so
You know what?
I put that in.
I didn't even watch Sharknado. I just guessed that. I thought I was wrong until you said I got it.
No, that's the original Sharknado. That's it.
Okay.
Never saw it. You and DJ Hobo never saw it. The first couple of ones are pretty good. I recommend watching it if you can stand something silly. But after that, it got kind of old. But that's my opinion. But I do recommend at least the first couple of Sharknadoes. All right, so with that, let's get started with the show. We're gonna do our sneak peek. Let me put that on the screen for you. I did not update sneak peek, so that's my bad. Let me put that in real quick. My mistake. Thought I did everything during the pre-show, and I forgot a couple of things. Okay, so this is it. And the line is "Ready My Armor." So "Ready My Armor" is the line. What do people think?
I like it.
You gonna get it?
I like it. I don't know. I don't know if I want to get it though. I mean, I know this is concept art right here, but I like to see what it looks like first though. When they hard surface model it, build it out, everything.
Anyone else?
Got ascot. The ascot, the shape of the helmet. Now, let me ask you: looking at the picture, right? Does he seem disproportionate? His arms seem very long, and his legs. Well, either the arms are too long.
I think the torso part is extended.
Yeah, it's extra long.
The torso is what's throwing you off. Because normally you see his belt.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, the belt is where the torso should end, but it goes below that. So that's what's throwing you off, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
They're combat scarf. I like that, Danger Hobo.
Yeah. It looks off. It looks off. It doesn't look right. But
Not
the
a problem.
suit itself is okay. The suit itself is okay. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the helmet, but that's me.
I am a fan of the helmet because it's been a long time since they made an armor that you can see the face in the helmet. And why spend all that money on new face tech if you can't see faces?
That's a fair point. It just seemed to me when there's more glass or transparency in the helmet, that's more of a weak point in the armor. But
it isn't though in the game. And
I know it's not in the game.
And since Blast and Star Citizen is more is strong as ship hulls, and in some cases more strong. It's not really glass; it's diamond laminate.
Right.
So.
And I mean, they could make a whole ship out of it, but that would cost too much.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So ready my armor.
Fastcart.
Transparent aluminum. I get that reference. Yeah. If it was red, maybe I go for it more, but I'm gonna have to give this a pass for myself, not personally. But yeah, we'll see. I guess it's coming in pyro, maybe one of the pyro outfits or something farther down the line. We don't know. What do you think?
I think it's Pyro.
Uh,
Think it's Pyro?
Mhm.
That looks like a Knicks outfit, if you ask me.
It could be. It could be. I think it's mainly, for like those type of systems, like you said, Admiral, like independent systems or not. It has a very non-UEE look to it.
It does have a non-UE, I'll give you that, yeah. Alright, so that is the sneak peek. Ready My Armor. Up next we have, there was no SCL last week, because they wanted you can see the update right there. Due to unforeseen circumstances, I highlighted right here, due to unforeseen circumstances, we unfortunately had to cancel today's episode, or Friday's episode of SCL. We'll reschedule the show in the near future. So, yeah, there was no SCL, but that's why. And then this week in Star Citizen, well, we look on Friday, talk about Star Citizen Live Q&A, with the Mission Design Team follow up on the Star Citizen Making Mission 2 episodes, and this week's Inside Star Citizen. So due to the scheduling from last week, the episode was recorded early, but really on Twitch at the usual time. So it won't be live, it'll be a recorded show. And that's tomorrow, 1500 UTC, 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern. So stay tuned for that. Rest of the week, we had the narrative team had a Whitley guide, Agent Vulcan. We'll get to that in a moment. Wednesday had the roadmap roundup. It was on Spectrum, not on the Comlink. So I missed that originally. Then I looked on Spectrum. And then Thursday, today, we had the Inside Star Citizen. So we'll get to all that in a moment. Before that, I just want to scroll down and show you some of the top images from Community Hub. This is from Wicked Wookie. Damer. Yeah, just Wicked Wookie. That looks pretty cool. Congrats to him. This is from Infopedia. Let me see if I can get that name in the shot. That is the Corsair. I'm not sure where that is, but yeah, that's a cool shot.
That's the Pyro Stanton jump point.
Oh, that's a jump point. Thank you very much. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
And this is from the Creeper EB. No idea where that is. What have blue sky like that?
That's Magda.
Magda? Okay.
It's either Magda or it's Cleo, but no, that's definitely Magda. That's Magda because Cleo's got the pink. So it's Magda.
And finally, that's gotta be the Firebird. I mean, when you look at it from that angle, it does look like a Firebird, but I don't think the other sabers have the nose like that. Am I incorrect about that?
It's upside down.
Oh, I'm looking at it from reverse. Okay, you're right. Okay. So yeah, okay, that makes sense. But yeah, this is from MOT4 or Motor, I guess, if you want to spell speak. So yeah, what do people think? Anyone have a favorite?
Right. Between
These four.
the first and second.
Your first and second.
First and second. Yeah. Wicked Wookie and
Yeah, Wicked Wookie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he did it all for the Wookiee. The Wookiee.
Okay.
So you can
Look
take
at
his
our
cookie.
friends.
Yeah, they're all cool.
He's definitely wearing the right armor since he likes to take shots at ships that are practicing for the Daymar rally.
Wow, Jade, you couldn't let that go, could you?
Why
thank
would
you for
I?
the raid. Shugo, the lucky one. Thank you for the raid. Welcome later. We're talking about this week in Star Citizen at the moment, but we will get the ISC in a little bit. So when you come in and talk with us, hopefully you can see the link in chat real quick. And come in and join us. We're going to talk about this week in Star Citizen. We're covering this week in the page this week in Star Citizen. I have to say this one it looked pretty cool. But I like this one. I do like shots of ships. So number 2 and number 4 are probably my favorite. Yeah. And then
I like number 2.
Even
though I don't like the Corsair, I like number 2 because it just when you look at it, like how sharp and in focus the ship is, and then it's got so much like action. You can see action in that shot. You can see motion. I love it.
And I'm just noticing the name. I need a P. So great name. This is the MVP Jericho Station in real life by Ray. I'm guessing that's how you want to pronounce it. Ray has brought the INS Jericho to life in 1 to 1,000 scale, complete with a Bengal, Javelin, and the entire fleet of ships. Check out the impressive handiwork. On the community hub. So just go to the next page. This is the Jericho Station in real life. This is not a much cinema, but it is community content, so I think we can go through these. Can I click on? No, it doesn't. I have to download do this separately. But yeah, so that's like the bridge. That's the top hangar, UEE. That's the Bengal. Yeah, that's the Bengal next to the INS, Jericho. And got all the ships and everything on it, and tank, so that looks pretty cool. That's a lot of detail, dang. 1/1000 scale. That's another via bridge. Oh, let me go to the description real quick. So Jericho Station in real life, we have built a whole Jericho with a Bengal, Javelin, and TIE fleet in scale of 1,000, making a Javelin, making a station 3 meters and a Bengal 1 meter long. Hope we can bring this whole set to CitizenCon, so look forward to seeing y'all in October. So the Bengal is 1 meter, and the station is 3 meters. So go back to that one. So that thing right there is 1 meter long for scale. Man. So, okay, so going to some more. Yeah, people. God bless them. I couldn't do it. What do people think?
Hey, wow.
If you enjoy it, you enjoy it. I can't complain, right?
I'm not complaining at all. There's nothing to complain about. I'm just saying that's a lot of detail. That's a lot of work.
Hey, if you enjoy it, you enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes you got to think of I'm sorry. Sometimes you got to think. I mean, a lot of folks who sit down and do this, you know, not just as within their hobby, it's you know, peace of mind that it brings them. You know.
So I'm most impressed by the scale, right? Because it's so small. Like, think about trying to paint something that small, right? Like I've done nail art on my nails, and you know, I mean, it takes a lot of super attention, you know, to paint something that small, that detailed. It's super impressive.
Yeah, give me something bigger. I'll probably be able to do like, you know, the coding on the ship, but not like super precise details, no. The INS Jericho. That's cool.
This is something somebody's been doing for a very long time.
Yeah, I would love to know how long it took them to do all this. It feels like years, at least a few months.
Yeah.
I think.
Look at it.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say. I mean, you look at each individual ship that he had to do. And,
not just that.
The Retaliator,
right.
the you know, what are those gladiuses?
Right.
I'm like, wow.
If you look at this one right here, they got individual guns and missile racks. Dang.
I think it might be even shorter than a year because I always sometimes forget that 3D printing is really a big help to these things. You know, because I continuously see every now and again on Twitter, you know, following Mighty Heidi, big shout out to her. You know, she built or made a like life-size what's that Pikachu that was in the movie?
Oh, you mean Pokemon? Pikachu is the name. Pokemon. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I mean Pokemon. Yeah, right. I'm Detective Pikachu. That was the name. That was the name of the
movie, right?
Of the movie, Detective Pikachu. So, what was the name? I think it was like Mew or
Mew. Yeah,
Meow.
Mewtwo.
Yeah, Mew. Yeah, Mewtwo, right? I think she built a life-size replica of that, and it's
Yeah.
expanded over about a good 3 or 4, maybe a little longer, months. So
And
just
Fish,
seeing that progress.
I hate to tell you, but you're officially old now. You know that, right?
Why you say that?
You're messing up your name for that young people know all about.
Oh God. I mean, I guess so. I mean, because listen, Pokemon came out when I was in high school, so
Okay.
so
High
I guess
school,
you could say.
ew, so old. No, I'm kidding.
I know, right?
Oh man, the detail on this thing is amazing.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah, right.
Not
Oh my
amazing.
goodness.
Amazing. Yes. It's beyond amazing. Yeah. All that. What I mean, he must have started this when Jericho first came out. But
Well,
that
there's a
is
whole team that did this, so it's
cool.
not just one person.
Not just one person. Okay, that makes sense. But dang. Okay, they got the smoke effect and everything going on. Okay, okay.
Beans. Okay. No, wait a minute. Hold it for a second, though, fastcart. Look at the wiring. I'm wondering if that has to
Yeah, it's
do if
LED.
the lights
It's because yeah,
they have lights in it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, they really went
They got
all. They went.
addresses.
Man.
Oh my! It dry. It is it?
It dry.
That's how you know. It
Oh,
dry.
it's an interest. It's an interest.
Yeah, we know it's a fast cart word.
Oh my goodness. Okay. How many more we got? Oh, okay. I think we're okay. We almost at Evocati. We are just the last shot. Oh wow. Yeah, that's the Every seen that.
if they weren't trying to get hired by JRDF, I'll just leave it there.
Hey, Gladstone. Nice to see you. All right, so yeah, that is the MVP for this week. Ray, so congrats for Jericho Station in real life. And people who are going to the Challenge Con may be able to see that, so look forward to that. Dang.
All right.
All right, up next. Foundation Festival. This was, okay, I should have said this before, but I forgot to, so let me go back real quick. On Friday, Foundation Festival 2954 commences, right? And so there was this article, this post. I asked it about when the Foundation Festival, and Nico responded, Foundation Festival commences on Friday. So, yeah, there was a couple of hours too early before the announcement. But yeah, it commences Friday. So, yeah, looking forward to that.
Remind me, what is this festival about?
Oh, that's a good question. Let me go pull up
I know what it is.
Wikipedia.
You mind me answering?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so the Foundation Festival is basically where people teach each other. They use the guide system on RSI's website to basically teach people, especially new people that that want to learn how to bounty hunt or learn how to do cargo or learn how to mine or salvage. There's a whole bunch of different categories, and that you can, if you teach somebody, then you can get rewards. Like there's a hat, ship paints, like very unique Foundation Festival paints. I was in it, I think last year and the year before, and it's very rewarding, especially this time of year because this is the time when a lot of people, I don't know, I think we get into that area between the first part of the year in CitizenCon where things kind of sort of slow down, and this is a good time to sort of rejuvenate your interest in the game by teaching somebody new how to play it.
Yeah, so like Jade was saying, they had different categories: the basics, the vehicle combat, FPS combat, mining, mission, trading, touring, miscellaneous, refueling, and medical. But this is this was 2 years ago. They did one last year, but I don't have the link readily available. But I think they expanded it every year at least.
So FC, I'm gonna come in as a new person, and I'm gonna need you to teach me everything.
Fuck with that.
Wow. Denied.
You know you could do fastcart.
Denied. Look at that.
Is take it to
Jesus.
that blaster bar. Is that the one at Area 18? What's that? Is that the Area 18 one? And you can bring them up there, bring people, and you could teach them. You could go up there on the stage. You could teach them like jokes and stuff like that, how to be a comedian in the game.
I mean, the
And
thing
that
is,
would be
Admiral, I could teach them, but I have to charge.
Oh,
That got him.
You
Anyway,
gotta
moving
do it,
on.
man.
Moving on. Whitley's got Vulcan. This is the lore piece for this week. So just released a couple of days ago. I meant to go ahead and read it, but all about the Vulcan, given the initial development of the Vulcan, 2594, 2590. The Vulcan at War, talking about 2603, by the Second Terran War. And then the Vulcan at Peace, giving you the latest updates about the Vulcan. So check that out. If you're interested in the Vulcan, that is the... Is that the repair ship? Yeah, that's the repair ship, right? Repair, refuel, rearm.
Yep. And rearm.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 R's.
Yes. Yo, Meg, welcome. Hey there. How's everybody doing? To talk about this week in Star Citizen, covering the lore piece from this week called the Aegis Vulcan. But yeah, come on in if you want to talk with us. Click the link down below, and talk about what's going on this week in Star Citizen. Welcome later. But yeah, that is the lore piece. Anyone had a chance to read it?
a little bit, yes.
Anything stood out to you?
Nothing really stood out to me. Nothing probably everything that's pretty much been said about it. But I see that the understanding the lore behind it, as far as the reason and why it was built or contracted to Anvil.
What?
Everything. The Triple R.
What was that, Admiral?
Is it Anvil or Aegis?
Aegis.
I think it's Aegis. Aegis.
Is it?
Aegis.
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 Yeah,
Is
right
it
there.
Aegis?
It's right there.
Oh, Aegis.
Aegis.
Okay. Oh, my bad. I'm so sorry.
No problem.
I don't know why when I was reading it, I said, Anvil. Where did I see Anvil at?
Probably competition.
No, because it said that it was something about a contract that they were going to be.
I am very happy to be here.
Nothing but I do. Nothing but I do fine. Oh, and
Okay.
It's me, Violent. Thank you for the follow. As a matter of fact, I've been wanting to put this up, but I forgot to. We are 11 followers away from hitting 3,000. So we need 11 more followers and we hit 3,000. So come on. Yeah, follow. We appreciate it. Thank you. 3,000.
I guess I got to admit, fastcart, I am getting old, because then I don't know why I saw Anvil and not Aegis.
Okay, no problem. It happened. Like I said, you're getting old.
Yeah,
Anyway, moving on. Squadron 42 monthly report, June 2024. We gotta talk about the AI features. Last month, AI features supported social and wrapping up the task of usable system. Usable system described how NPC interact with machinery and other objects in the world. AI tech fixed several bugs related to NPCs in the elevator. We need elevator work in the game too, and Star Citizen. Animation continue work on the look and feel of Zero-G. And gaming story continued high production rate with June, adding extra audio, facial data, and complete the last scene in one of the chapters. They're going to talk about at least chapter 12. Graphics and VFX programming. Last month, FC had no filter. We all know that. Thank you for that, Glazestone. Last month, its ability and performance of memory users for Vulcan continues to improve, and is now much closer to being default choice for Squad 42 and the PU. Global Illumination team worked across a variety of areas, and gas cloud color processing volumes were added to allow the artists to vary appearance of large clouds as players traverse them. I'm talking about the narrative. The narrative team nearly finished with the first pass of the Galactopedia entries that have been taking a close look at how entries are triggered alongside the overall experience. Okay, so I guess that'll be like in the game when you come across something and something will pop up and add a note to your journal or whatever. So I'm guessing we're going to have that in Squadron 42. So that's interesting. I've always liked those. I mean, I sometimes I take time to read them. Sometimes I don't. Most times I don't. But sometimes, like I did in Mass Effect. So we'll see if I do in Squadron 42. How about y'all? Do y'all continue to read those things when you get pop up like that?
I'm sorry, say you talk about the notations of stuff.
It's like whenever you come across a item, sometimes you get a lore piece or like a tidbit or factoid about it, and it goes into your journal.
Oh,
Yeah,
the codex.
Yeah, Codex. Yeah, Codex.
Codex.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was really hoping for something like that when we went to Pyro and we saw all of the junk, and I would have liked to known where it came from, what a little bit of its history, I wish we kind of maybe even some type of like it could give you a mission, where you or while you're out fighting, if you find another piece to it. Yeah, I thought that would be pretty cool. But the other thing that struck me about this report was the elevator. The AIs using the elevators, and I was just hoping one day we could get on a elevator with an NPC, and he turns to us and says, "What floor do you want?" You say, "Hey, give me number 4." And he presses number 4. Yeah,
That'd be cool.
that'd be cool. Yeah,
And then smash your head into the wall.
I don't know if I want to be messing with NPCs and elevators because given the state of elevators now, but we'll see. We'll see how that works out. Hopefully, it won't be as bad.
In Mass Effect, I did like the narrator that they used for those.
Yeah, I
in
did
the
too.
Codex. It was something. It was just.
Yeah, I don't think we're
going
to get that, but yeah.
So in other words, FC, if the NPC stops the elevator in between floors, you're in trouble.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Tech animation team continue to invest in a wide range of tasks, facilitating improvements across both projects. For example, progress on the put takeoff initiative, which is close to completion. Excuse me, sorry about that. And the VFX team supported cinematics with the major scenes across the campaign, finalized particles, explosions, background, rapid fire, and timing, and destruction simulation. They're currently working closely with other teams on improving environment, weapons, vehicles, and support the narrative and gameplay. We'll see you next month in transmission. So yeah, typically we don't go through this, but every once in a while it's cool. Like I said, they don't give any major spoilers. Okay, the one spoiler we got is that there is at least 12 chapters, but that's about it. But yeah, other than that, that they're going to be elevators in the game now. So yeah, it's nothing major. So that is Squadron 42 monthly report, June 2024. Now we're going up to the roadmap, Roundup, July 10, 2024. They do this every 2 weeks. They used to have a Comlink article to go along with it, but because nothing changed really. Let me get to an exact quote. While we don't have a release view update today, which as a reminder means things are progressing as planned displayed on the roadmap. They do want to address a lack of updates to the progress tracker. We're eager to update this view so you can see the extensive task of the team that are working on. With the big push to release 4.0 and Squadron 42 reaching its feature complete milestone that was announced in CitizenCon, our resources have shifted around as new needs arise to increase frequency than in the past. I'm going to skip ahead and, despite this, our production team plan to update the progress tracker very soon. They're currently working on populating the roadmap to better represent their global workload, starting with content being worked on through the end of 2024, and then soon after into 2025. once the progress tracker is ready, they'll mention it ahead of time in this week of Citizen scheduled post preceding publish. They sincerely appreciate your patience and understanding, an exciting time for both games, and look forward to sharing more details coming soon. There's a couple of more tabs here before I get to the folks in Discord. Steeper District, I was asking about the feature complete milestone. I responded, okay, well, they thought it would reach 8 months ago. So this also means something like Squadron 42 was post-feature state. Jacob Pellet said, it was apologies for the wording confusing. Due to reaching the milestone, many of the resources the team reallocated both to strike teams to begin polish work on Squadron 42, as well as resources moving back over to Star Citizen. This caused challenges in maintaining progress tracker, as these resources have been especially fluid and reactive since that point. And again, this is from Reddit. Jacob was responding to people in the post here, asking about the Squadron 42 again. As far as returning. So Jacob responded, strike teams were created for Squadron 42 shortly after this announcement. It's basically what they covered in the Spectrum thread again. So just kind of give clarification. But this one asked, this is from FTMES. Do you see the end coming to the fluidity of team? Fluidity, that's a hard word for me to say. Jacob responded, that's what's in the progress tracker now, tasks at the parent level. There are dozens of subtasks in Jira, that's what they use behind the scenes over in Cloud Imperium Games. In Jira, underneath each deliverable you see on the progress tracker. Even more if you include the bug. Of course, it'll always be fluid to some degree, but that's for slow enough where they can resume their normal cadence. So yeah, that's basically what's going on in the roadmap roundup. Any thoughts about that so far?
As expected, things shift.
Yeah, there seems to be like some confusion about the Squadron 42 line in there, but at least they took the time to explain what they meant. So.
Mm-hmm.
So up next we have. Okay, this is from the International Born Citizens Weekend thread. This is a post update. Chris Wayne Smith said, "Hey everyone, we've added a details for the Gamescom Born Citizen 2024. Check it out on the website for more information. We'll see you in Cologne. And if you go there, I thought I had it, but here it is. This is Europe Gamescom, Cologne, Germany. Friday, August 23rd, 4 p.m. They're going to the Braunwald Cologne. My German is horrible. Sorry about that. And then Saturday, August 24th at 6 p.m. local time, they're going to the Braunhaus own Namen. Hopefully that's close enough. So yeah, if you're going to be in Gamescom in Germany, go ahead and check that out. Should be fine. Yeah, they had a whole lot of people the previous time. So yeah. I'm not gonna ask anyone here is going to Germany for Gamescom, but hopefully they'll have some streaming going on. So hopefully we'll get some details out.
Admiral was saying that he was willing to fork over some of his time and money to allocate for us to go to Portugal. If you scroll down.
Portugal for everyone. Woohoo!
Yeah. Yeah,
okay.
See, he's a Portugal bar citizen that's coming up.
Oh, okay.
Just put your name on the list.
Portugal.
Yeah.
Right there.
I was renting a 747.
Yeah.
All right. Good to know. I may pick you up on that, Admiral. Definition of an unowned vehicle. There's a question about this on the Spectrum thread. Basically, they want to know, can a dev or Evocati give them some clarifications about unowned vehicles? And Alex Presley, that's a lot to read, but okay. I responded, all these should have been separate statements, and they will try to explain further. It is no longer illegal to damage, destroy, tow, scrape, or structurally salvage an unknown vehicle. Unknown vehicles are ones which players have claimed as replacement via the ASOP or AI chip, which no longer have pilot. It is no longer illegal to damage, destroy, or scrape, or structurally salvage them anywhere, including armistice zones. However, having checked the details given via scanning, they can no longer see a way to determine if a ship is its own or not. They have reported this bug, as it did seem to display the owner. Please let them know if they're missing anything. Thankfully, you do not have to instantly receive a crime stat for towing, as you get warning first, which allows you to try without repercussion. It is no longer illegal to tow ships outside of green zone. Green zones are armistice zones. It is illegal to tow an own ship in an armistice zone. Although they're hoping to increase the grace period which is given before a time stat is awarded, so the players can move ships a short distance to remove obstruction. It is now legal to co-own vehicles outside of armistice zone. So remember to leave your shields up. That's the important thing. If you leave your ship behind, leave your shields up, leave your power on. These are quick fixes to try and ease issue of abandoned ships clogging up locations, like especially around microtech. But other methods have been discussed. One major part is missing, other than the ability to tell unknown ship from the own ship, is that unknown ship's shield will remain up if on. They would like to change it so the moment the ship is unknown, they're powered down for further ease disposal. That is not in the game yet. That may never come into the game. They're just saying that it's a hope for the future. So yeah, any thoughts about that?
Well, you missed something. It's also no longer illegal to tow ships outside of the red zone. There is no stopping in the red zone.
Okay. All right, thank you for that, Admiral. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Wait, I think there's another tab. No, yeah, one more tab. And so here, just a thank you, quick question. Looking to make a such change within the cycle of future passes. If the pass is still early P2 progress, firstly, find it. It depends on the complexity of the change. Something like increasing the grace period is a tweak. The majority of the other options identified first need discussing and a direction agreement on, since they involve code work which will need scheduling. So they don't know when that'll be put in game, if ever. So yeah, they're finding the game is still offer. I know people hate when we say that, but it is true. So these things change. So this is the time to test them out, and try not to get bent out of shape out of something, because you can post a constructive criticism, and hopefully something will change or get a different response. But the point is to try to be positive and be constructive, even if you're being critical.
Those of us who posted about the cruise control were told that's not a bug, so we'll see. I hope they change it back to the way it used to be.
What is it about cruise control?
It doesn't really exist anymore if you get out your seat. Your ship stops.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So your ship stops if you get out of your seat. Okay, that sucks. Okay. All right, thank you for that. Oh, I'm in the wrong window. Okay, Evocati, this came out today. Star Citizen Alpha 324.0 P2 patch note. Were you in the game today, Jade?
I was not. I actually just got home about maybe 30 minutes before the show. So.
Okay. But how is the Evocati testing going?
It's going. There's issues, but that's what Evocati is for, is to find issues, and they iterate and come up with another patch the next day, and yeah, it's ticking right along. So I would say that it's going to be interesting to test out Blockade Runner from. We'll get to that later. It's not ready for testing yet, as you see there, but yeah.
Yeah, testing feedback focus, personal and instant hangars, freight elevators, storage access, hangar decorations, cargo hauling mission, not ready for testing feedback. It's cargo, commodity rebalance, and dynamic event blockade runner. And they got a bunch of loan issues. Talk about the ASAP and the elevator UI polish, atmospheric flight tuning, and quite a few bug fixes and technical to fix two client crashes and fix one server crash. So, Jade, I'm gonna put you on the spot again. You know what I'm about to ask, right?
I'm gonna play dumb and say no.
When do you think the 324 will go live?
Oh no. See, I dread this, right? Wow. So I'm going to say 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay. All right, gonna come back on the 25th.
Yeah.
And where my patch at, Jay? Where's my patch?
I'll say 2 weeks, and I'll qualify that with I'm gonna say 2 weeks optimistically, and the first week of August pessimistically.
Gosh, I think that's more reasonable. Yeah, I'm gonna say 2 weeks, Jay. Really? I think that's more reasonable.
I'm an eternal optimist.
We'll see. So yeah, thank you for all the Evocati who putting in the work to get this patch out. So appreciate it, and thank you, Jade.
You're welcome.
All right, up next. Okay, so this is something that appeared on a Twitter feed. This came out 2 days ago. But I'm gonna hit play. It's only 8 seconds long, and I can't really maximize it. But yeah, so we take a quick look. I'm gonna do audio with audio, then I'm gonna mute it. So here we go. And that's it. That was really quick. 8 seconds.
I know what this is.
What is it?
It's got to be a racing ship.
Age of Dynamics getting into racing now.
Yep.
Is there fastcart? Are you quick enough to pause it when it comes, or?
I'm glad you asked that, Pop, because I just barely missed it. I barely missed it, but there you go.
There it is. Okay,
And matter of fact, if you want a bigger picture of that, there you go. And this is what it looks like blown up. So that's as good as I can get it.
That's what it looks like when it's slowed down, though.
Yeah, that's the still frame.
It's just a blurry ship. That's all you get.
Yeah,
when it's
that's
parked,
all you get.
It looks as blurry.
Yeah.
It definitely has the Aegis Saber cockpit.
Yeah, I believe that I think that's the Aegis Saber variant, but it's probably going to be a racing ship. That's what they're.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you play it one more time for me?
Yeah, sure. I'm doing the one that I didn't pause on, but yeah, here you go. No audio again.
Hear the audio. Oh,
you want to hear the audio? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's all I just want to hear. Thanks.
I like that that right there. That sound right there.
The sound barrier.
Yeah.
Sonic boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like metal. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a new ship that's coming out soon. TM. Maybe Foundation Festival. We don't know. Well, I mean, Foundation Festival is tomorrow, and maybe we'll see it tomorrow, or maybe it'll be later. But yeah, looks ready. So yeah, but yeah, soon TM. Alrighty then. So yeah, they already have. I think that Jay, did they already have the name of this ship, or is that just is that a leak?
I don't know because I don't really look at leaks.
Okay.
So if it's something from the leaks community, I'm not the one to ask.
Well, what's the expectation from when it's going to get released? Do you think it's going to be 4.0? You think it's going to be before that? Like,
Foundation Festival starts tomorrow, so I'm guessing tomorrow.
You think it's coming out tomorrow?
I'm guessing the concept show will start tomorrow. I don't know if it'll be out. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there it is. On Citizen Ninja, with Peregrine. So yeah, I'm not sure what that is, but we'll find out. Up next, we have a hanger play question. This is from Techo 10. Simple one. Are we getting mannequin for display of armor set Elder Scrolls style? You know, other games have it too. And Nico responded, "Hello, Tekken 10. As we're getting close to the release of 324, we will share more details about the player and items that you can use in your personal hanger. Hold tight, and you should see some first details in the next few days if all goes well." So that's it. Hanger player. I missed my hanger decoration. I want them back in the game so I can. Whenever new patch came out in the reset, I would spend like 30 minutes to an hour redecorating my hanger every time. So I miss doing that.
So which flare do you miss the most, Fastcart?
All of them? No, I miss the most. I miss being able to put my ship in my hanger.
Okay.
No, it's not a flare. It's flare, but yeah, that's what I miss the most. Not being able to look at my ships in my hanger.
So in Evocati, I've been able to get the fish tank, the jukebox. The jukebox does not work, to answer that question that somebody posted there, and a bunch of other like old flare, the hollow table, all that I was able to bring up on the cargo elevator.
Cool. Well, no, we'll find out. I was going to ask you how do you decorate now compared to before, but I guess.
I mean, what do you mean?
I mean, is it similar to how you used to do it when we used to have hangers? Or
oh no. The tractor beam is your friend.
The tractor beam.
Yeah, because like back then we didn't have tractor beams, right? And the old personal hanger. Well, they weren't personal hangers in the persistent universe. They were like a separate module, right? For people that don't know. But back then you would attach things to like sort of like hard points on walls and floors.
Right.
We don't have that anymore. It's just you can put things wherever you want.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's more freedom, but more complex.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, it's just you move it with a tractor beam or the carts, the hover trolleys, whenever they bring those back for testing, you physically move it. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Thank you for that.
Just
up
quick.
next. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, now I'm going to ask, since we kind of talk about said hangers and stuff, I was just kind of curious, when we have our habs or whatever like that, hangers, I wonder if they'll be able to give us mannequins that are like in a shop where we can put our display our armor on.
That's the whole question. That's what they're addressing.
I hope they do so that I can open up my shop in my hangar.
Okay. Oh, and Manny Mitzman too. I don't know if I'll be selling armor, but yeah, that might be cool. Someone else may want to do that inside. All right. Does that answer your question, Fist?
Yeah, no. I was reading the question. I was reading what he was saying because he talked about the armor, Elder Scrolls style. I was like, oh, okay. I was wondering if that sounded like they were going to do it. I was like, okay.
We will have more information soon, TM. That's what basically that the answer is. But yeah.
Okay.
Up next we have ISC, but before we get to ISC, we're going to do a commercial. So let me cue up the commercial, and we'll start ISC after that. So here we go. There we go. Commercial start. Thank you all for subscribing and becoming a Patreon and buying our merchandise. We appreciate everyone who supported. Thank you to the viewers who in chat supporting us. We appreciate it. Let me see how many followers we're up to. And reload the page real quick. We are up to well, okay, yeah. It says it still needs 12 followers, but I know we had 1 follower, so we're gonna get to that. But yeah, 11 followers, and we'll have 3,000 followers. Appreciate all the support, and thank you all for joining us for that. Thank you for the raid too. Appreciate it, Yo Mag, and oh shoot, I forgot the other person. So thank you both for the raid. Appreciate it. And have 9 seconds left. Anyone want to say anything in the 9 seconds before we go live? Nope.
Admiral,
Okay.
Make your sound. Admiral, make your sound. There you go.
There you go. All right. Well, we are back, and we're going to do ISC. So here we go. This is 12 minutes, basically. Well, feel free to grab a drink, grab a snack, and let's enjoy. We're going to go through the whole thing.
The upcoming Alpha 324 has a variety of life in the verse changing aspects, including the personal persistent hangars, freight elevators, and the next step forward in physicalized inventory. But with these changes come a new era in cargo specific mission content. Different than the commodity runs you might be used to, we spoke in depth about this in our recent Making Missions 2 episode of Star Citizen Live, which you should check out if you haven't already. Your Nick did great. And on this week's ISC, they're joined by Elliot and yet another Nick to show you these new cargo missions and reintroduce us to the long-mentioned Blockade Runner global event.
So how many of these do you think you've done at this point?
Videos for you, I don't know, over 20.
You still like doing them?
Yeah.
This is the third one, so I guess I've done 2 before this.
This will be my second.
What was your first one?
Also Blockade Runner.
This your first one?
Uh-huh.
You nervous?
Tiny bit.
They gotten easier or harder?
Easier. When I first started, I was focused too much on the camera, and that was making me think too much.
When there's a camera pointed at you, it's still a little bit different than just speaking to people, but...
I've tried to look at you or thought that the camera was someone. It made it easier because it felt like I was just talking to someone instead of looking at a machine trying to be perfect.
So you stopped trying to be perfect?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just like, yeah.
That should have been easy for you.
Civilians are advised to avoid engaging in space travel.
Blockade Runner is an event that focuses on cargo hauling and space combat.
The inhabitants of a station ask for aid. The bad guys have blockaded one of these stations, and the citizens there need help to get certain supplies from outside to go back in.
The idea with it is that you would have someone who flies a cargo ship and loads up full of cargo, and then have a bunch of escort ships that help fight them. However, the way they now have to get the cargo means they have to actually go and extract it from pirates who have taken it from the station.
We wanted to make a cargo-based event because a lot of our current events are really heavy on combat. And cargo's been kind of underutilized on the global event scene, and we thought it would be fun to work that into our usual design.
The response we saw from Xenothreat, when we first put Xenothreat out, we really liked when we saw players working together in kind of like a Dunkirk type moment where one person had pulled up, just opened the ramp, a couple of people had cleared the wreck already, and then they're all just throwing cargo into the back of someone's ship. They don't know this person. They've not talked to them, but everyone understands their role in this space they've created. And there's people who are flying above, sort of also protecting against the waves of Ninetales that were coming to the wreck. And it was just this beautiful mix of people who just all kind of knew exactly what role they fit into and asked no questions and just got the job done. We wanted to recreate that feeling in its own event. So the flow of Blockade Runner is when you start the mission, you will receive marker points of potential sites where a pirate could be that has stolen cargo from the station that's requesting its return.
A hostile enemy force has attacked one of the LEOs throughout Stanton, and they've stolen a great deal of Zeta Promenade from it. This Zeta Promenide's been shipped out, it's being carried away, and the remainder of the enemy force has stayed behind, surrounding the LEO in a blockade. It's up to players of the verse to chase down these enemy ships that contain the stolen material, defeat them in combat, reclaim the material.
Either via the use of distortion weapons to make sure you get every piece of cargo that's on board the ship, or via killing it and maybe getting less, but you run less of the risk of dying yourself.
Once they do recover the stolen material from the ships scattered throughout space, they'll have to make their way past the blockade and return it to the LEO.
There will be ships flying around that you have to actually disable while trying to land, or else you could lose all of your cargo.
Either way, their goal is to land safely at the LEO with the stolen material on. And once they have that, they get to use our fancy new cargo elevator mechanic to return the stolen cargo to the station.
The reward for blockade is based off of participation. There will be, similar to Xenothreat, there'll be a bar that fills up with contribution, and every time that bar kind of ticks over, you'll get a payment, and then you'll get a big chunk at the end when all of the SCU amount of cargo has been retrieved back to the station. So to get all of the cargo, I'd recommend using distortion weapons and boarding the ship. This way you can ensure that you get everything out of the cargo hold, whereas if you do it the other way, you go from this 100% sort of loot to maybe 30%. There's going to be a big difference to encourage a different type of gameplay that players aren't really used to playing in our game.
I think a lot of the game loops in our game are a bit drawn out, and I like to think that you can get into the action pretty quick with this, and it's a relatively tight game loop, all things considering. I hope people will be able to jump in and out of it as they see fit and have a good time.
In addition to Blockade Runner, we're also adding a bunch of hauling missions that also utilize the freight elevator and instance hangars we're going to get.
With the introduction of freight elevators, we can now make missions that we were never able to make before.
Up until now, we haven't really had any missions which allow you to use your cargo grid. You won't have to go to various different parts of a station or find a ground station to get your land vehicle. You'll be able to get everything you need for your trip organized in one place.
Now, I can just go to my hangar and there's an ASOP terminal in there and I can watch my ship go down and come up and I can have all my boxes out. The ability it gives me to build the missions that I love is insane.
So for me as an economy designer, freight elevators means that I can reward players for new game loops and different types of activity that they haven't been able to fully play before, such as loading and unloading your cargo, figuring out logistics, and actually allowing players to monetize that effort and get a suitable reward for it. So the more time and effort that it takes to use the freight elevators and do the hauling missions effectively, the more opportunities I have as an economy designer to find the appropriate rewards for players for that game loop. And I don't want to see any Reddit threads on the rewards for these missions, because at the time of filming, we're still weeks away.
That means the numbers you see in this episode aren't the real numbers. Don't go to Reddit. Give this guy a break. They'll be real by the time the thing comes out.
You might be thinking, well, we've been moving boxes for a few years now. Those delivery missions already exist. What makes cargo hauling missions so special? Well, in cargo hauling missions, we're actually allowing you to move real commodity containers with real value through the verse. You're not stuck with 1 SCU boxes. If you're asked to move 400 SCU, those will actually be intelligently packed by the system into different container sizes, which means you'll be able to load them up on your cargo grids for your cargo ships the way you've always wanted to organize them.
These missions will handle high volume of cargo. These missions are built for people who are going to own a Caterpillar, people who are going to own a Hull C. These are mimicking a logistical framework that's going to be needed in, a system, a universe this big to transport the goods to and from different locations.
Let me give you some examples. You find a mission where a few different outposts on the surface of Hurston have mined some iron, and you've got to bring it up to Lorville, where then it can be transported further from there. So you go to each of these outposts, you land at that location, and there, in the warehouse of that outpost, those containers will be waiting for you where you can call it up through the freight elevator. You load it up into your ship, and then you figure out what the next location is, and the next location, and the next location. And you can basically do those in any order you like.
You'll have single pickup, single drop-off, so this could be picking up from the LEOs around ArtCorp, the Lagrange points, for example, and taking it to Area 18 or to Beijing Point, the station above. Then you'll have a multi-pickup and a singular drop-off. And then the opposite of that, which is singular pickup to multi-drop-off, could be the complete opposite, where you go from a Hurston DC to 2 other outposts delivering goods. It also lets us do a first static setup of what is being called StarSim, where we can test out the flow and then actually make the dynamic side of it work, where we can balance it based off of the needs and wants of the actual locations.
The work that I was involved with missions with Yorit was to use the EVR algorithm that I created to make sure that all of the effort that you put in has a commensurate reward. EVR stands for effort versus reward. The EVR algorithm is a general balancing algorithm we've developed that takes into account the time and the difficulty of what you're doing, and it gives you a reward that is appropriate for that. So if you do something that takes a long time, but isn't very difficult, or if you do something that takes a short time but is very difficult, you're going to get appropriately rewarded. So obviously, this kind of thing, effort and reward, isn't a new concept. It's been around since the beginning of computer games. But as the economy team moves forwards and we work on all of the exciting new features that are coming out, we're really happy to be able to bring this kind of coherent approach to the entire game economy.
In the end, cargo hauling missions aren't about how good you are at shooting the bad guys. It's about figuring out which hauls the universe needs. And ultimately, it's about having fun delivering some boxes. Thanks for watching, everybody.
So what did we learn this week? Well, hopefully that the cargo missions aim to provide a more involved and deliberate experience than the commodity ones you might be used to. That the blockade runner will benefit from boarding tactics more than simply just blowing things up. And that while your everyday life in the verse certainly changes in Alpha 324, it will continue to evolve in the subsequent 4.0 and beyond. And if you'd like to learn even more about these cargo missions, you can tune in to tomorrow's Star Citizen Live, where the team will talk even more about the stuff you saw here. For Inside Star Citizen, I'm Jared Huckabee. Thanks for letting us share the people and process of game development with you. And we'll see you all here next week.
And we are back. I'm gonna let this rewind and restart. Here we go. So yeah, first of all, before we ask people what their thoughts are, I just want to remind people: don't go to Reddit. Okay, don't go to Reddit. I wonder how many people already went to Reddit. And just to know our focus and talk about get a discussion going, I want to ask people. Are you looking forward to either new cargo missions or the hauling missions, or both, or neither? So let me know. I'm gonna go in order. I'm Chris Nagi. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I thought it was. It's. I'm more looking forward to this for it to like wipe away clean the cargo bug and anything that could possibly be related to this in any way possible. And to give us something that works better overall. And then on top of that is the different functionality between having the cargo come up and finally being able to like load and unload properly. So it's gonna be a slap in the face to some people. It really is. And then I mean for others it's gonna be like a new love that just opened the door.
How do you feel? Are you looking forward to the new missions or no?
The missions itself, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how they work, and if they work well. But I think I'm looking forward to see how the community takes it and see where we go from there.
All right, thank you for that. And did you go to Reddit?
I did not go to Reddit.
You did not go to Reddit. Okay, no. Good for you. Good. Face to face, what are your thoughts?
So before I give my thoughts, I would like to say that I think Admiral's part where he talked about those people who are going to find this as a new love are definitely listening to Jody Whitley. Yeah. Okay. If you know, you know.
I know.
Anyway, I know. They gotta know the song. If they don't know the song, they're not gonna understand it. But okay.
I'm not gonna sing it. I'm not gonna sing it. So
yeah, let them go to sing it. Let them go to Reddit to find the song.
There you go. Go to Reddit to find the song. There you go. But anyway, no, my thoughts are though when I saw this. Excuse me. When I saw this. This is really cool for me because I really kind of see this as a prelude to dynamic missions really having consequences in the verse, because I would like to see, again, what if we don't succeed in getting these items to these stations? How that will impact these stations when you go there afterwards. Do these stations, now have depleted resources where you can't go buy that gun that that you can buy from there? Or refuel from there, reload, whatever it is that station provides you with. To me, I really like that, because it gives you a sense of urgency to do the mission, rather than it just be kind of like, okay, it pops up, I did it, all right, and it's gone. It has that consequence. But I look forward to that in SC. Hopefully that's the direction that they're going with and everything. So
how many Reddit threads do you think were made after this show came out?
You know what?
24.
Well, yeah. I don't even know where fast cut, because I don't even go to Reddit. I don't even go to Reddit. I don't even go to Reddit. Forums are not really my thing too much.
Well, Fish, since you started that note, I'm gonna say, now I'm gonna find somebody new. Pop and Face.
Oh God.
You started it. It's all your fault.
I didn't say it. No, I didn't. I didn't start it. I didn't sing.
Go ahead,
You
Pop.
just see. I don't blame you because you wanted to do something.
You put the idea in my head. Go ahead, Pop. Go
Lord.
ahead.
See.
One of the things that I really see this is really, we really get to see the inside, and when this comes out, don't expect it to operate perfectly. That's not that's not the stage of where the game is at. We're testing, but when he said using distortion weapon instead of just if you disable a ship, you get 100% of your cargo, the cargo. If you blow it up, you're going to end up with 30. So keep that in mind. This is what we're doing to help them to develop the game so that when it comes out, it makes sense. And but I also see this is a step moving forward into maybe more missions, more specific. Maybe the Polaris will have a medical drop off in some type of a war zone. Other cargo like that, the Banu Merchantman, like I said in Pyro, if you find a piece of equipment and it gives you a little notation, and you find another piece that may lead to an artifact that may lead you to a bunch of cargo, artifact cargo somewhere. So these are the types of things that we're helping them develop. So that's basically what I see.
Okay,
and I'm really looking forward to it.
Cool. Jade?
What was the question?
Are you looking forward to either new cargo missions or hauling missions, or what are your general thoughts about the ISC?
I'm looking forward to Blockade Runner, just because that whole group dynamic of people working together towards like a common goal, whether they know each other or not. I want more of that in the game, just in general.
Cooperative mission,
cooperative missions, exactly. And in this case, don't necessarily involve just shooting things, right? So I do like that aspect of this. As far as cargo itself, I take a wait and see on this, because to me, if the payout, and I'm not talking about I'm not talking about what they've shown here, and I didn't go to Reddit, but if the payout doesn't match the effort and time people put in, it doesn't interest me. I'm sure there's some people that are super thrilled at moving boxes, but that alone does not make it fun for me. What would make it fun for me is I'm doing it and making a lot of money doing it. So for me, that's where I just have to wait and see.
I see what you put in chat, Face, and I gave you a look just now. Thank you. So some of the things that jumped out to me, I am looking forward to cargo missions and hauling missions. I mean, I may not jump in the game just for that, but once I get my ship and stuff like that, I'll probably be doing a few of those. To talk about the distortion weapon, I'm surprised no one pointed out. Let me drag Togi and let me finish. But I'm surprised no one pointed out that distortion weapon to disable a ship. So that means no disintegrations. Togi, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
What up? I just
up?
wanted to mention that it does sound like Blockade Runner is going to be a PvP mission.
Oh, really?
I think that's something that a lot of people missed. Because there was a question on Spectrum about whether or not there's going to be a red team mission. And I just...
Oh, that's what they're talking about. I saw the thing about red team, but I didn't know the context. Okay.
So it does sound like it's going to be PvP.
So,
yeah. So it was Kayaku CIG. There is a quotes red team mission.
Right. Yeah, I saw that. I don't have it up. Well, maybe I can find it real quick. Hold on.
I can copy it for you if you want.
No, I don't have it in here. Yeah, give me the link, please.
I'm gonna pop it in general.
Scrolling up real quick. Give me a moment.
I mean, at least that's my interpretation. I'm not sure what the quotes mean, but it does seem kind of ironic that they would talk about a lot of their events being combat focused, and then they make a pretty much combat focused PvP mission that happens to involve carrying boxes.
At this point, I expect every single thing in Star Citizen to include PvP. Gonna go do science? Oh, well, that's gonna involve PvP. Like,
Yeah, gonna get hit with a particle collider.
Right.
But thank you for that, Togi. Appreciate it. Yeah, the red team. I saw, but I didn't know the context, and just to show it again real quick. Red team missing for Black Lieutenant, yes there is, and Kaku CIG said there is a red team missing, so yeah. People will be trying to do the mission, and people will be against them to try to take the cargo from them, I guess, or just destroy, or just impede their progress somehow or some way.
Yeah, and I mean, like, the quotes around red team mean, could be ambiguous, and it could be something else, but I don't think that they would have responded like that if it wasn't exactly what people think it is.
All right. So thank you for that. Appreciate it.
I think that's probably gonna kind of upset some people. It would be nice to see something that actually wasn't combat focused.
Right.
All right, here's an alternate idea for that. So red team could simply mean that in Pyro, the people that are blockading the stations that are owned by pirates are actually the citizens for Pyro, the lawful faction. And so if you're aligned with the pirate faction, you have to go get the cargo from them, maybe. I don't know. I'm just...
I mean, that would flip the moral compass on it.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't stop it from being a PvP mission.
It wouldn't stop it from being PvP. That's true.
True.
Something that jumped out to me was they mentioned Star Sim, as in Star Simulator. So I'm trying to figure out if that's the new term for subsumptions or the new quanta, or is that something different now? Star Sim.
They did say they want to. They did say they want to change the name of quantum because it's an overused term. So maybe Star Sim. It makes more sense if you're simulating an economy.
Right. I mean, I was wondering what was wrong with subsumption. I'd have to go back and see, because I remember subsumption used to be the term for quantum, and then they changed it to quantum.
No, subsumption has to do with the AI.
Okay. All
Well,
right, I was just curious.
they need star in front of everything now.
Yeah, that's true. Also,
They need
TM
to
and trademark
rename it.
and trademark.
Oh my
Now
goodness.
Star Assumption.
Star Engine.
I-
Yeah. All
You
right.
know, their,
so
their
yeah.
Maelstrom system, I think they really missed an opportunity to call that Star Destroyer, but
You're gonna be so tired of the word star. It's gonna be unbelievable.
I mean, people are already
Bogey,
complaining about
hold on.
Beam Citizen. You use Beam for
Wait.
almost everything.
oh,
Wait a
they're going to
minute.
be Star Beams. So
Well,
Star
I'm going
beams.
to say though that Star Destroyer was really fastcart level joke right there.
I'm helping out.
Thank you for that.
You want to
Chris. I
ban? You want to
appreciate the
ban
compliment.
him?
Thank you.
You want to ban him? We're going down together. All right, Fastcart.
I appreciate it, Togi. We got it together. All right. So, yeah, that is the ISC for this week. Mission Statement 324. Talk about the blockade runner and cargo missions and cargo hauling missions. So, stay tuned for that. That's coming to a game near you soon, TM. Alrighty then. Up next we have our community content, and not even cinema, but community content. This is Real World versus Star Citizen Scale by West Sage. This is only 3 minutes long, and it came out like a few months ago. But I took a look at it, and I thought it interesting, so I decided to let people give a look and see what you think about it. So here we go. And we're coming back real quick, so gonna restart the video. But yeah, so that is West Sage again, starting with the banana. Real World versus Star Citizen Scale. So let's go. Free fall. Who wants to go first?
I mean, I'll go.
Togi.
I already know that you only picked it because it's got the BMM in it.
No. It had a banana in it. That's why I picked it. No, that's not right. I thought it was a cool video. But go ahead.
A banana in the tailpipe.
I just. Oh God. Oy vey. But no, I mean, I think that, you start to get an idea of how much they have to increase ship sizes versus what would be realistic, just due to the metrics of being in a video game, and the extra room that you need to code pathing and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking at. Well, let me go back real quick. Pause real quick. Go to this. The Starship thing. That's 122 meters. I'm not sure about the metric on that. That seemed to be too narrow, I think. No, I'm kidding. But that is the Elon Musk Starship, right? Or that's some other company.
No, it's the Musk.
It's the Musk, yeah. So, yeah. But yeah, like in the early days, it didn't quite have the metric right. They had to redo several ships because people were not quite the size that they planned in the game. So yeah, you're talking about metric. I'm pretty sure like ever since 2018, I want to say that metrics have been spot on in my opinion, except for like a few concept ships different because the carriage had to get bigger and stuff like that. But yeah. Anyone else? Here, Fish Face wanted to say something.
Yeah. It was two things. First, seeing this, I want a damn it, the name just eluded me.
Scooby-Doo.
What was the one of the driving vehicle we saw in the beginning?
Yeah, that was
PTV?
Scooby Snacks.
The PTV?
Not the PTV.
Cyclone?
The Cyclone. I saw the Cyclone and I saw how it measures up in real scale. I need a real one in real life.
Humvee. Probably your equivalent.
I actually used to work at the place where we built Humvees.
Oh, okay.
And they're ginormous. And knowing that the Cyclone is supposed to be bigger than that is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I just drive down the street and anybody get in my way, you just roll over them.
I wouldn't even want to drive down the street. I'd be curbing that thing so hard, knocking over mailboxes.
Oh my gosh!
Let alone trying to park.
I mean, BPG makes a good point. General Motors made a Halo Warthog, so it's not out of the realm of possibility.
That's true. Yeah, I can imagine the shocks on that thing, man.
Oh God. Pop, you wanted to? Oh, go ahead.
I'm saying my second thing was when I saw. I'm sorry, Pops. My second thing was when I saw they put the scale of the Kingship and the Retribution over top of New York City. Oh my God, that gave me Avengers vibes.
Yep, I think that was the intention. Yeah, that's probably what the intention. All right, go ahead, Pops.
No, I just want to say fastcart, excellent pick. I mean, it's different. But it really puts things. I mean, well, obviously puts things in perspective. Yeah. The PTV. Maybe the next time they show Molly, they should give her a banana.
Oh my God!
Let her ride around with a banana. But yeah, no, this excellent pick, actually. Excellent.
The banana gun. She
Oh my God!
No, she could just be eating a banana and. Oops, driving over bad guys.
The banana peel on the floor,
like a cartoon banana peel. Yeah.
I just thought it was it's not a bad pick to put a banana in there. But I just
banana is a meme. That's all that was. It was just a meme.
Oh. Yeah. You would think of something more like a cup of coffee, but putting a banana was excellent.
Yeah, it's a meme. Everything you got to compare everything to a banana.
Yeah. Now we do.
Snoggy.
Yeah, it's always nice to see the kind of the differences in size perspectives. Certainly I'm big on getting the ship right and all that stuff. It just, to me, because they're so high, like over the battleship, it looks very narrow. and you know, like a battleship for a warship is very kind of wide and type of ship, and same thing for like the airliners. I feel like they would be a lot bigger. So, but that's just because you're so far high above it. Kind of get that next scale. But yeah, I mean, they have. I think they had didn't they not have the Bengal in there, and they have. It's going to have sister ships too. So, yeah. So the Bengal actually has a few sister ships that are actually cruisers. So
I got a
it'll be interesting
question.
to see those.
I got a question though. Did the UEE only make one retribution, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
So far.
Yeah, it was
So
the Battle of Kingship, wasn't it?
Right.
Right.
Something.
They have. I think that they have multiple Bengal carriers, but only one retribution.
One retribution. That's what I wanted to make sure. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the last I heard. All right, Jade.
Yeah. The thing that's missing in this for me was the scale of a human in Star Citizen versus a human IRL.
Well,
wait, are they different?
Yeah, I gotta say.
That's the thing, right? Exactly. Looking at this, it would seem so. It would seem like we're larger than humans IRL, right?
Because of the real pieces of like the shit, like the planes and stuff like that. They look off for some reason. Like they're smaller. When they get past the Argo Mole and they get to an airliner, I'm like, why does it look so small? Look at that right now.
Yeah. Oh, you mean skinny? Not as much
little
girth?
midget people can only fit in that thing.
Yeah, I hear you. That makes sense. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Typically, they do try to include human, but this is specifically for ships and vehicles. So I guess that's why they're little person out. The human, the banana is supposed to be like the standard for a human. I'm guessing.
CIG always,
yeah.
CIG always, when they show things like this, always puts a human in for perspective. So
Right.
because
Well,
everybody knows.
but that is an in-game human rather than like
Right. And that was my point, is that if you're gonna do this, you have to pick one or the other. Assuming that we're not the same, right? Assuming that the in-game human, I mean, this was a big problem back in the Second Life days. Everything that was like old in Second Life was so much larger when they changed the metrics. So we don't know how big we are, right? We only know that within the world of Star Citizen. But if you took one of us in Star Citizen and put us in the real world, would we be the same size as an average human?
I would be smaller. I know that for a fact. I would be smaller. Well, put it this way: I was smaller in height, but I'd probably be bigger in girth. But that's just me.
Oh, brother.
And on that note,
I was about to say girth on what, but I caught myself.
No, leave it alone. Stop me while I'm ahead.
Yes.
All right, then that is again. Shoot, I'm trying to get the thing, but my light is in the way. Real World vs. Star Citizen scale by Westside, so appreciate that. That's a good video. Alrighty then, we come to the end of this show. Let me just put this in real quick so people have a reminder. Remember, fastcart jokes are cool. Just want to remind people, fastcart jokes are in fact cool. I have a scientific poll to prove it. But coming up on Saturday,
that's not scientifically large enough sample. There's only 6 votes.
No, that's democracy. That's democracy.
Thank you for that, Toby.
That's all the accounts fastcart could create in a couple minutes.
I want to recount.
Wow.
I know I voted yes in that.
I want to recount.
All right, coming up on Saturday.
We're throwing away votes.
Coming up on Saturday, we have Soul Voices at 2 p.m. Eastern. That at 6 p.m. UTC. That's where Griffin comes in. You get to talk one-on-one with Griffin about what's going on this week in Star Citizen. cover something from Reddit, something from Spectrum, and something typically from the industry in general. Or Griffin can just go on his own soliloquies and have ideas and topics of his own. But it's always a fun show. So join us 2 p.m. Saturday for Soul Voices. That is a part of PodSat, a podcast Saturday, starting with Soul Voices, obviously. And then going to Captain Table with the After Pub at 4 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. UTC. And then winding up today with Relay Station from Relay SC at 9 p.m. Eastern, 1 a.m. UTC. So that's a full day of podcast for you and to enjoy. Then on Sunday. Hopefully it'll work. There you go.
Sunday.
Yeah, right. For some reason, it took a long time for the expert to go. Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. UTC, Trailers Revolution, and we're gonna take a look back at all the release trailers from 2013 to 2024. Actually, it's more like 2018. But yeah, so this should be a fun show. No guest for that, but it should be done by me, Kabadi, and Captain Serious Fun. So it should be fun. So join us for that Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. UTC. And with that, I want to thank everybody for joining me. Thank you, Adam Kuchnagi, Face, Pop and Space, and Togi. And also for my co-host, Jade, for being here as usual. Appreciate it. Thank everybody for joining me in chat. If you want to support us, you can buy merchandise. You can put us on Patreon, or just give us a like, or subscribe and follow, depending on what platform you're on. We're social citizens with an S on the end everywhere on social media. And I think that's it. So, yeah, appreciate everybody. And we're going to raid Hester Beezy. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. If not, someone will correct me after the show. So, yeah, thank you for that. And with that, peace, love, and soul.